What's up, guys? Welcome to Rosie Wrestling. My name is Safe.
And I'm Massa.
And we're back with another edition of Views from Rosie. And today we're going to be talking about the most recent Smackdown. And let's just go right into the review. We start off with a promo that includes Shane McMahon, Daniel Bryan, and soon after AJ Styles actually comes out. And this was kind of a whole lot of nothing. Not really anything of consequence was said during this promo. And I don't really want to spend too much time talking about it. But basically, they were just arguing about the whole Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn situation.
Like always.
And that storyline is still a thing. So yes, let's just go straight into the next match. We have Charlotte, the women's champion, going against Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's actually gotten some match time over the past few weeks. She had that match with Naomi, and now with Charlotte. And again, this match was really a whole lot of nothing. What did you think of this match altogether?
Again, I thought that it was really nothing special. At least they're building up Liv Morgan and not really as just a unit. Again, you guys know I hate the 6-woman tags and I prefer singles matches for the women, so at least we get that. It's a process, but it wasn't anything special. Just a regular. Charlotte
ends up winning with a figure 8, and I think they might be building up to Charlotte Ruby Riot at FASTLANE, just to give Charlotte something to do before WrestleMania, before she inevitably goes against either Asuka or Becky or whatever they're playing with Charlotte.
So in usual fashion, we have the Bludgeon Brothers coming out and going against some enhancement talent, and there's nothing really to say about this because it was a squash match. But then the Usos came in, and I think that they're actually going to build to a potential feud with these guys because they have been building up the Bludgeon Brothers and another tag team, and they are very different than what we have right now. So what do you think about the feud that they're...
Well, I mean, they're taking their time with it, which I can appreciate. They don't want to rush into anything. They have a lot of time to kill before Fastlane, so they have a good about month left, so they're just not going to put them together. I think this could be the match at Fastlane. This could also be the match at Mania. But yeah, I like the little altercation they had, similar to what they had last week. But then the Usos obviously came out, had another very good promo, and again, really nothing much of consequence, but still I love their promo style. I always enjoy watching them talk. But yeah, I'm excited for the potential match between these two teams because it is something a little bit different. And then after that, we see the first ever top 10 list that Daniel Bryan was talking about. And this, what are your thoughts on this?
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if this is kayfabe or real, or... I'm pretty sure it's kayfabe because Ty Dillinger got number 10, just saying. But I don't get the importance. I don't get what this is going to do for SmackDown Live. Maybe they're trying to be different, but this is just a throwaway to me. Unless they end up running with it and doing something big and it creates a feud. But right now it just, whatever.
It really does not matter at all. Unless you're going to get the title match, then really... who really cares? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is honestly a big waste of time unless they do something with it. And I'm sure they're gonna, I don't know, incorporate it somehow because there's no way they just made it just to make it.
Now for the U.S. title, we have Rusev versus Bobby Roode, and of course the first person that comes out is Aiden English and singing a song. And I remember seeing this little head, bounce around the lyrics, which I thought was funny. But he got some cheap heat, which I don't understand why they're doing this. He's clearly over it.
Yeah, he insulted Kansas City, to be specific. But yeah, honestly, that pissed me off so much when I saw that. This is a clear indication that the WWE is trying to pull the rug from under Rusev Day. Mm-hmm. They're getting over on their own. They're one of the top merch sellers, and now you're just gonna make them heels. I know they're not clear baby faces, but just getting that just one line really, really pissed me off. Because they're clear baby faces, the fans clearly love them, and I think that's just awful, honestly. So I literally wrote WTF, why is he heel?
I did it in all caps.
Yeah, so it's just honestly that really annoyed me. Rusev ended up coming out. Obviously, there was a big pop for Rusev. He's one of the most over guys.
Even in the beginning of the show, Rusev wasn't even there, and they
were chanting Rusev Day. Yeah. Exactly. What is it? I don't understand. I don't understand the direction. They gotta pull the trigger with this team, not just Rusev, but Aiden English as well. Yeah. This guy is one of the reasons why Rusev Day is over. I know Rusev is, He's the poster boy for that team, but still Aiden as well.
And he's very different, and we don't have a lot of people like that. So again, we want more versatility. We don't want the same people over and over again. And Aiden English has just something different to bring to the table.
Yeah, but then we go on to the U.S. Championship match, Rusev versus Bobby Roode. I thought altogether it was actually a solid match.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch. I think both of these guys could work very well. And Bobby Roode ends up winning with the glorious DDT.
Love that move, by the way.
The way he does it is really good.
It's nothing I've ever seen before. But I love also Rusev's intensity in this match. You can tell he really wanted it, and that helps with the story so much. And yeah, it kind of gave us, like, we kind of want Rusev to win, even though Bobby hasn't really held the title for a while. But I just thought this was a nice match, and I like how at least Rusev's getting a chance now. And I thought it was a pretty good match.
Well, and afterwards, obviously, we see Randy Orton again, totally out of nowhere. He does that so well. And credit to, is it Kevin Dunn, whoever's directing it, because they always just make it look like it's out of nowhere. RKO's Bobby Roode, RKO's Aiden English, RKO's Rusev. I don't know what the direction is, but I really hope it's Bobby Roode, Randy Orton at WrestleMania. I'm getting ready to do a booking video on this channel, and I'm looking at the possible opponents for Bobby Roode in the U.S. scene, and Randy Orton I think is the perfect guy, and I was really happy to see him here. I think it would be great for the division if he was in it, especially if he had a match with Bobby Roode. It would definitely elevate Bobby Roode. So I was definitely excited to see him there.
See, I really hope that they do something with Randy Orton soon. He hasn't really been doing anything. He's always just an afterthought and just RKO's people and then leave.
So next we move on to Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin against the Ascension. This is, again, just like we had last week, we had the filler between Gable and Benjamin and Breezango. Here we just have more filler with Gable and Benjamin against the Ascension. What do you think of this match overall?
See, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. The Ascension at this point are glorified jobbers, and this isn't doing anything for them. I'm happy that the Ascension got a little bit of an advantage at one point, so it kind of showed, okay, maybe they care a little bit about this tag team. They were amazing in NXT, and now they're really not doing anything. And this is nothing to write home about. It was just an okay match, but I'm just happy that the Ascension got a little bit of, an upper hand. They
just clearly want to use Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. They don't want to leave them off the card. But again, if there's no story involved, it's just filler basically. But at least we got to see the Ascension. I don't remember the last time they actually had a match.
Probably against the Bludgeon Brothers, like squash.
Exactly, yeah. So at least they had a semi-competitive match against Gable and Benjamin. So at least that's what we could take out of this. Next, we move on to the main event. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, AJ Styles also on commentary. So next we move on to the main event. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. The winner gets to go against AJ Styles at FASTLANE. And of course, the WWE Champion, AJ Styles, actually on commentary. What do you think of this match overall?
So, definitely match of the night. So what I was thinking going into this match, at first I was really upset about the feud. And I still kind of am. I prefer, they were just so good together. And even in the match, they have chemistry. You can definitely tell, they work really good together. And they were bickering, and there were some reversals that I really liked because it shows they know each other well, and they're able to get in each other's head. And the spot with the tornado DDT from, Sami Zayn, like, jumping through the turnbuckle, it was crazy. But, it ended off with AJ getting involved and hits both of them, and it just a double DQ. But I thought that this match, if it ended, like, in a whoever wins, it still would have been an amazing match. I thought that, I'm okay with this whole triple threat match thing because Daniel Bryan does come out and announce that it's a triple threat match. But just, you can tell that, especially Sami Zayn in my eyes, he has potential, and even Kevin Owens, and I want to see a lot more from them.
Yeah, I thought it was a good match. I don't know about amazing, but yeah, it was definitely match of the night, but also there really wasn't many great. I mean, Rusev Bobby Roode was actually a pretty good match. But yeah, overall, I thought it made sense to have them in a triple threat, or to announce them as a triple threat match at Fastlane. That was the match I was hoping for at the Royal Rumble, and Daniel Bryan came out and made that announcement. I guess the sooner AJ can just move on from this and go to Shinsuke, the better. I don't know, again, if they're going for Sami Kevin at WrestleMania. Again, the whole Daniel Bryan Shane McMahon thing, that hasn't been resolved yet. So there's a lot of questions, and we're just gonna have to wait and see, really. So overall, I thought this was actually a pretty decent SmackDown. We saw some good in-ring action, but again, there's some things that are just filler for me. The top 10 thing didn't make sense. Charlotte and Liv Morgan was whatever.
Yeah.
So again, not the best SmackDown, but at least
they're showing improvement. So.
Yeah. So that's it from our review. Tell us what you thought of SmackDown in the comment section below.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below any suggestions that you have. See you guys in the next video. Bye.